Oh my goodness, hold on. What I do with it? It's Islam on Moist American Nation and Family. Islam. It is April 27, 2022, and I'm getting ready to head out. I'm at Burger King. Sort of rushing a little bit. I stay a little bit. I had to. Anyway, so I need to make a phone call. I'm sort of doing things out of the ordinary. Islam, something is wrong with the thing. I don't know why. Hold on, let me make sure I'm looking at the right. Oh my goodness, let's see.
I'm about to get it.
One moment, Islam, Sheikh Dwayne Arrington-Bey as well. Islam?
How you doing?
Hold on.
Yeah, thank you. No, that's all.
Around you over there.
Oh, thank you, Thomas. I'm having a well night. Yeah, well, let me keep trying. Oh, that was Thomas, the manager. I mean, he always say have a good night. I was like, okay, hold on, whoops, hold on. And so this is, I'm trying to call this number here, but the number is like, wait a minute. We haven't had an issue with I haven't had an issue with my phone, but I'm trying to call this number. Let me go back in here. I can't see. This is the time right now. Hold on. Imani had issue with his safe link, but I haven't had an issue with my safe link. So let me try another one. This is an important number. See what's going on here. Imani, it took for it a very, very extremely long time for his safe link minutes to go. to come through to get his phone hooked up. And so finally it was done, and now it's like having issue. I'm going to try to see what's going on here. Oh, okay. James, this is Rhonda. I was doing a test call. I apologize. Okay, so I was just trying to make a phone call, and for whatever reason, my SafeLink, I got a message from SafeLink, but when I tried to do a call, it wouldn't go through. So I'm going to try it again. There was an issue with Imani's phone, and so hopefully it's not the same thing that was happening before. I'm hoping it's not, but it might be. And I don't know if you can see, but this is the time. Okay. I'm going. No, I'm not taking pictures. But many people come in and take pictures. You know that of the menu? They do. Customers come in and take pictures all the time. They have their cell phone. Customers come in and take pictures all the time. They have their cell phone. They're taking pictures. They doing the video. They doing their videos. Islam, that's crazy. That was James. I did a test call with. Anyway, Islam. I did a test call with James. Picked up the phone. I told him. I said, Islam. I said, James, this is a test call. What happened is I was trying to call Imani's phone. And Imani's phone, it said, this is what it's saying when I call his number. I don't know if you can.
Note, please check the number and dial again. Announcement for.
Islam, I don't know what's the issue about if someone's taking a video, taking pictures, because many guests do that. Many guests. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I know that they have it's like the camera's staring dead at me, or they're trying to see. So I'm trying to see if there's some type of disconnect. I'm not on the internet, but anyway, it's not my line, so I guess I shouldn't worry about. So let me tell you how my day went. My day went well. So far, so good. I don't know what. Just except for just then when James asked me if I'm taking pictures. Many people take pictures. That's crazy. Then also today, let's see, that's for my work ethics. Let's see. My work ethics was before I left, I checked the dining room, which consists of wiping down the tables in the dining room. The ice was already filled. I changed out the trash. I cleaned out the trash cans. I changed the sanitizer. Let's see. What else did I do? I refilled some of the lids. That's what my work ethics consist of. would think of why James is worried if I'm taking pictures. I'm still trying to, cause I called him by mistake. I mean, not mistake, I was test calling him, but he hung up the phone quickly before I even got to finish the thing. The only reason why would he be worried if I'm taking pictures unless there's an issue? I use my tablet so many times. I don't know why he would, I mean, so many times I'm using my tablet, deep breathing video. Why is he worried about if I'm taking pictures today? So many times. I don't know. I'm not going to even assume why I think James, the manager, is worried if I'm taking pictures. I have video since 2017 of me deep breathing, whatever. So why is he worried about today if I'm taking pictures? Or if I'm communicating with my Moist American Nation and family. What I learned is never to assume. But what I was worried about, and I'm still is, because Imani, the phone number I was trying to call, in my phone, it says I got a message from SafeLink and Imani's phone number, so hopefully everything is okay. I did experience 4 sharp pains pretty much all day around my cranium. And I'm not accusing anyone, but pretty much all day around my cranium. And like yesterday, I was just saying I experienced 4 sharp pains in my chest, and they came out of nowhere as I was earning money. So anyway, I'm going to try to call this number again and see what happens. I needed to tell Imani something that I found very important. He usually is off work by now. He's at the room. The day is April 27, 2022. Hey, I think some of Annapolis residents. That was with some of Annapolis residents.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. Announcement for your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Anyway, I could be calling the wrong number, but that was my day today. So let's see. I did clean the shake spinner. I changed the trash on the front line. I swept the front line. But basically, I just took orders. And once again, Carl told me while Phyllis was in the office yesterday, which was April the 26th, Today is April 27, 2022. Today is Wednesday. He said it's okay if a customer is a few cents short. I said they're short. A lot of them are short a lot of times. And he said you can go ahead and let them have the meal. And Phyllis was there in the office while he was saying it as witnessing, looking at me in the conversation. I said okay. And I said, so what? I said I said if they're 25 cents or whatever dollar, he said they're like he definitely used to. I'm pretty sure 25 cents and up. He said ask the manager. I said okay. That is the first time I heard that. Usually when customers are short a few cents, they usually say I'm going out to my card to get the few cents. And they come back with a few cents. I had never said you can get away with the few cents, but a few weeks ago, Mindy was like, you can give them the few cents. I was like, I've never done that. I've been working for Burger King since June of 2016. I've never done that, and no one has never said do that. But for whatever reason, and Phyllis agreed. And she said, we do this all the time. That was the word Mindy said. We do this all the time. I said, I don't. And my thought was, okay, this doesn't sound right, because if my register is short, so forth, whatever, back and forth, short, that could be seen as someone maybe stealing. I have never been told that. And then it was said again. And this time Mindy was read, and the lady was going to her car. A lot of times the customers, they just go to their car and get the few cents.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
So a lot of times the customers just go to their car and get the few cents, and that's it. So it's not like they don't have the few cents. I think very rare, I can't remember, where they're like completely, they have no penny, no nothing. You know, usually they just go to their car and get the few cents. And very rare have I had a customer say, well, take it off because I don't have the money. I don't have the couple of pennies. I can't remember. So, so now it's clarified that Carl said it's okay. And I think he said, definitely pretty sure he said 25 cents, 50 cents, or $1. Verify with the manager. But once again, rarely I have heard a customer say, I take this off, a $20 meal off, or a $15 meal off, or a $5, whatever it is, because I don't have a penny. I don't remember that ever being an issue. Possibly has in these few, I've been there since 2016, so it could have happened, but not enough. It's very rare for me to remember. Usually they be like, let me go to my car, which takes time, and get the few cents. But it was authorized by Carl. So, and he's, as far as I know, still one of the owners, along with Janelle. Janelle, as far as I know, this is what she told me when I first started working for Burger King. She's Chinese American, and she's Chinese American, and Carl is, I would consider, pale skin, unless he claimed a nationality. I don't know if he claimed one. Islam. And as far as I know, my drawer has never been short, except for one time. I forgot this one time where a customer actually said I didn't give him his money back, but I did. He was a regular customer. I haven't seen him there in about a few weeks, about 2 weeks now, approximately. And as he was walking out the door, he's black male. It's been approximately 2 weeks. I've been seeing him. I would see him at Burger King pretty much ever since I started working for Burger King. As he was walking out the door, I said, because I told him, I said, I think I gave you a change back. He said, I did not. Okay? And this is after he's the same customer that wanted to pay for a senior cup and get a larger cup. So he would pay for 73 cents for a senior cup, and the manager, Phyllis, and others were giving him a larger cup. And I wouldn't do it. But then I heard him getting upset and say he didn't want me to take his order. So I clarified with Phyllis, was that okay? And she said, give him the cup, even if he pays for a senior cup. When I asked Carl, he said that, and I told him what happened, because this is right when COVID happened. When COVID happened, the business was really, really slow compared to now. The dining room was shut down. lot of restrictions. Many businesses closed down. Only the drive-through was able to be available for customers to get their food from Burger King. So Carl said it was stealing. I said, okay. And then anyway, he's the same customer that said I did not give him back his change. And as he was walking out the door, I said, I'm pretty sure, I said, Thomas, can you count down this drawer? Once again, he's been a regular for a long time, possibly since I can remember being hired at Burger King. I said, can you count down the drawer? Because I think, I'm pretty sure I gave him his change back. And Thomas said it's too busy, or he can't count down the drawer, something like that. He'll do it afterwards. And when he counted down my drawer was approximately almost $12 short, exactly the amount that he was charged for his food. I mean, the change would have been back from his meal, from his food. So that's the only time I know that my drawer was short. Islam. It is April the 27th, 2022. So once again, I don't know why James is worried about if I'm taking pictures today. Many customers come and take pictures. That is the most craziest thing, to be worried about someone's taking a picture. When I'm working and there some I remember some coworkers had their cell phone in their back pocket. So they're not gonna say don't take a picture. Customers taking pictures, or they're not gonna say don't use your video camera to look at the menu board. They're not gonna say don't do this, don't do that, because it's a public area. So I don't know why he's worried about if I'm taking a picture. Now that reminds me of this black male who too is a regular, was at the table where those that probably I'm connected to military. I had to call the cops because he thought I was taking a picture, and I said I was not. But he thought I was taking a picture. But he was sitting at the table with other black males, and he was regular that implied to be connected to the Navy, the Army, or are connected to the Navy and the Army. And he came and approached me like he wanted to jump me. So I called the cops. I had to. Later, a lot of other odd situations happened with those he sat with at that table. They wear the Navy emblem and so forth. Like one guy would be cursing at me or saying rude things as he walked by, as he got his order, told me not to touch his hand, put everything on the counter, but then he'll put his hand out as though he wanted me to touch his hand. It's to see if I'm gonna put money in his hand. So it was mentally, I would say, stressful, because I'm new to Annapolis, and once again, I didn't know why they would come and sit there for hours at a time, but I thought it was their right to do so. And being a Moorish American who have claimed a nationality, here's the police. Being a Moorish American who have claimed a nationality, I was and have affirmed to uphold constitutional laws, and they wearing emblems and hats that say Navy and Army. We're taught that the military is naturalized and supposed to be protectorates. So I was like, okay, well, they want to sit there. Why should I be, there's no... But then it started to behave very, very odd. That same guy that didn't want me to touch his hand, he was like, one time when I first came to Annapolis, he was like, you didn't see me? I was beeping at you to say hi. Black male. And once again, I don't know who knows who, because you have people that have family members and so forth that are connected to the military. But he's the same guy that he was like beeping his horn, said, "You don't know me? I mean, you didn't see me? Not, you don't know me. You didn't see me? I was beeping the horn. So you can, and I was like, I don't know you, so I'm not going to speak to you." This is when I first came to Annapolis. I told Phyllis, I said, "Phyllis, this guy," because once again, I was new to Annapolis, didn't know Phyllis. I was thankful to be hired at Burger King. I said, that guy at the front, at the table, they called him Charlie. I said, he said he was beeping the horn at me to speak to me. And she gave me a reason of why he probably was doing it. But nonetheless, he's one of the black males that sat at the table with the other black male that was afraid that I was taking his picture. Or thought I was taking his picture, and I was not. But he thought I was taking his picture. And I was like, "Phyllis, this guy, I don't know him. Why? I mean, he said he was beeping his horn trying to get my attention, and I don't know, you don't know anyone here personally. I'm new to Annapolis." And then, these are how things continue to follow you. You're wondering why people behave a certain manner, and then you end up experiencing different odd behaviors later on, and you see possibly why. Because I have never experienced behavior in such manner in all my life, this lifetime. So Imani Great Bay and I, Rhonda Arrington-Bey, we don't know anyone personally here in Annapolis that I know. That is known, and that is never going to change, ever. But we respect people's boundaries, because whether they want to be unnaturalized, whether they are Satanists, whether they're Christian, whether they say they Muslim or Islam, whatever they may be, if they want to be a werewolf, a dog, they want to be a bird, they think they're a pig, whatever they may think they are, as long as they are not valid and violating my constitutional rights, I really can care less. And as long as they respect my boundaries, Islam and my Imani Great Bay's boundaries, as naturalized Moorish American. Oh yeah, I forgot. Some of them might think they're vampires. They probably like, look, her and Sheikh Dwayne Bey were union like that. That's a vampire. So that's because they have no divinity. They go by the TV, and so the TV has created monsters. And so when you're among those that are slaves to the TV in that manner, thoughts, whatever that TV wants to create, werewolf, birdman, vampire, that's exactly what it'll be. And then if they are able to chemistry change DNA where you actually think and behave as such, that's the problem. So if your DNA has been manipulated in a laboratory, in a lab, and you think you are a vampire, a werewolf, or a bird, whatever, you can think that. But when you start behaving like a violent entity, and people have to protect themselves from you, or citizens have to protect themselves from you, that's the issue. So I think to think what you want or believe what you want is that is connected to Amendment 1 of the 13th Amendment with 20 sections of the Constitution of 1787. And it's also connected to, Section 1. Section 1 of the 13th Amendment with 20 sections that was ratified November 18th, 1865. And of the 13th Amendment with 20 sections. And the freedom of religion is also in Amendment 1 of the Bill of Rights. So if you want to think you are some type of dog, canine, werewolf, you want to go and hump something like a dog, werewolf, a freak of that nature, whatever. I might think you're a freak, but hey, you might think this is normal. You think you're a vampire. You think you want to go and go eat some raw meat that you have not killed no one for. Some might say that is not the thing to do, but because of the religious clause, if you can prove there's some form of religious act with that, I guess go ahead and do it. I don't know. Because there are people that are fighting for animal rights, Islam. So that's and animal rights. Those that, especially if you think of the telepathic code, and those animals that have the telepathic code, not by choice, it's an animal, and they have evolved and have human intellect. So if an animal has, this is a thought in reference to the telepathic code. This is my belief in what exists. So if an animal has a telepathic code and it has a human intellect, and you have those that think they're vampires sucking on that animal, and that animal has an energy of a human, then there you go. So what's going to stop that it from going after what someone would say a human with 2 arms, 2 legs? Islam. So I hope there are no animals being served with the telepathic code for consumption anywhere. No dogs being served for consumption. No cats being served for consumption. No dogs, no cats, no animals, no birds with the telepathic code. I hope none of those animals are being served to so-called the human population for consumption. Islam.